welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my thumbnails, what apps I use, and all of that. Sis, I got you. So the first app that you're going to need is Fonto, so make sure that app is downloaded. When you go into Fonto, you're going to click that camera button right there in the middle, and then you're going to go to plain image. You can select any color that you want. I usually just use black. It doesn't matter because the color isn't going to be shown through your thumbnail or your whatever you put, because your thumbnail is going to cover that. So it doesn't really matter which color that you use, but I still go ahead and use black. On the top, you guys see that number that says 2048. You're going to click that. Then you're going to click custom. You're going to put the width to 1280. And then you're going to put the height to 720. That is a size that fits for the thumbnails on YouTube. If you guys want to make a banner or anything like that, it will be different sizes. For YouTube thumbnails, it is 1280 times 720. And then you click the arrow on the right, and then you click use and save, so that when you save it, you can always go back to it and all that. I'm going to be recreating the thumbnail that I have in my previous video. So, because I still have all the pictures and all that, so I'm going to be recreating that thumbnail for you guys. So what you would do is you will click the left side, those three lines right there, you'll click that, and then you will click add image. Then we're going to use this one. You get your image. And look, I would say, like, when you're doing your YouTube thumbnails, make your thumbnail before you even like start the video, or like while you're doing a video, or like if I have like a makeup tutorial, like make sure you guys like have a set thumbnail. But like, before I even started this video, I like made my thumbnail. I was like this. You know, I'll like make your thumbnail. Don't like try to screenshot at random points. Sometimes I forget to make my own thumbnails, but it's important to make your own thumbnails so that it looks better. Like in this case, I didn't make a thumbnail, so I just like screenshotted from the video, but it still kind of worked. But anyways, you just got to fit it inside the box. Make sure none of the black is showing, and you basically just keep clicking on the picture. You could do all these different things. You have size, tilt, move, and alpha, or remove it, but we're trying to get it to fit inside that box, so I'm going to move it. And you can try to move it. And I need to make it bigger. Click it again, make it bigger. Then I'm going to move it up again. Still see the black, so you're going to keep making it bigger until you don't see any more black. And that's pretty good enough. It's okay if a little black is showing. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so that's good enough. So I have pretty much my picture on there, and that's a custom size for YouTube thumbnails. You click on the screen anywhere, and then you click add text, and I'm going to put long lasting quick weave. Okay, so as you guys can see in the bottom, you have font, preset, or symbol. You have all these different fonts that you guys can choose from. There's cursive, there's thin ones, any type, bold ones, anything that you guys would prefer, you can use that. And preset, I don't know what that is, but and you also have symbols. Sometimes I like to use like a little heart, or you know, there's like different symbols that you guys can use, but it just depends on what you want. And as you guys can see, the text on the left side, I usually just put it in the middle like that. So you could put it on the right side, left side. I usually just leave it in the middle, in the center. And then there you go. So as you guys can see, this is way too bright. When you're doing your thumbnails, you want your colors to be as bright as possible, so that when people are looking at your thumbnail through their small ass iPhone, because the thumbnails on the YouTube phone, like when you're on your iPhone, the thumbnails are really small, so you want to make sure that you make your words as big as possible and bright as possible. You don't want no dim low colors that people can't read, you know. So like this color right here is pink, like a light pink, it doesn't go well with it. If the background was black, then yeah, it probably would, but it doesn't. So you'll go to, as you guys can see, there's text, font, style, size, tilt, move, and there's also curve, 3D, and erase. So to get like the different colors and stuff, you will go to style, and we're on the text part, so you could change the text to whatever color you want. For this particular thumbnail, I use a yellow because that was like really bright. Nothing too bright where it's like ow, like I can't see, but like a settle bright. So I'll probably go with this color. Now it's still like not like as vibrant as I would want it to be, so I'm going to click style again, and then the one next to it, next to text is stroke, I'll click stroke, and then I'll click on the black, and then there's like the width right there, and you can make it as chunky as you want, as thin as you want. You guys can see that, right? So I like to put mine like not thick but not thin either, like in the middle. And now you guys can definitely see the words better. So instead of like leaving it plain, try adding like the stroke to it, and you could add different colors. As you guys can see, you have a whole wheel of colors that you can add. You can mix it up, you can put whatever color that you want. I like to put black because it really makes it like pop out more, and you guys can see that's really popped out. And you guys can go to size, and then you can make it much bigger, much bigger. Just like that. And you can move it also around with your fingers. You don't have to just use the buttons, but I like using the buttons because sometimes your fingers are just too big, and you really like want like, oh, maybe it just to be moved down like just one row down. So you could just use the move button and move the text and stuff around. It will make it much easier than trying to do it with your fingers, because you're gonna be struggling doing it with your fingers. Maybe not, like I could just go like this, but to get it exactly where you want it to be, you can use that button. I also like to add emojis to my stuff. It makes it more like interesting. It makes it more clickable. You want clickable thumbnails, so again, click add text, and then you can use emojis. And then let's use this one, and we want it to be big, and I'll put like in this corner right here, you know. And like even with the emojis, you can also add like different stuff to it. You will go to style, then you will go to on the top you see it says color and style. You will click style, and then you will go down to the shadow. So you will click any shadow that you want. You see that? You could put any color. I like to use black. I usually use black, or whatever color that I use for the text, I'll use that for the emojis as well. The X will make it move horizontally, and then the Y will make it move vertically. So I would just, you know, make it fit, and then the Y, the vertical part, you would make it go down like that, and you could move it to fit, and then you could also blur it out like that, and then make it move. And that's pretty centered. That's how I like it, but you can keep it to the side and stuff if you want. You just basically customize it to the way that you would like it to appear. Then you click done, and you can barely see it. But it's there, you guys can see it, it's still there. And yeah, that's pretty much what I use on the Fonto app. I also use it to make it fit for the YouTube thumbnail. Then you would click the arrow, and you'll click save image, and that will save it right to your photo album. So the second app that you guys will need is PixArt. That's my second app that I use for my thumbnails, and you'll click that plus sign right there, and then we're going to get that thumbnail we just used. And again, with PixArt, you can also add emojis, you can add words and all that. I like the Fonto app better for the words and all that because they have more variety of colors, they have more variety of fonts and all that. But Fonto is good also to like cut out your pictures and all that. But anyways, we're going to add photo, and then we're going to get, I want to show you guys more of what I was doing in the video. So I have 2 pictures, and this is the second picture right here. And basically what you would do is just go to shape, crop, and then I'll add the circle, and then I'll make it big as I can get, and then I will fit the picture in there, like part of the picture that I want to show in the circle. Then you'll click that arrow on the right, and you can change the color. I would suggest putting whatever color so that it could pop out in the thumbnail, because just putting like a picture without like that outer part is kind of like nobody's really looking there. But when you have the different colors, it will attract the eye to look there, to see that there's more to show, that there's more to be seen in the thumbnail. So I will use like this cute either red or, you know, something that will make somebody draw their eyes to it. So we'll use red, and then I'll make it like thicker. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it thin either. So I'll put it at size 15. Then you click save, and there you go. And then I will put it like down here. When you guys are doing your thumbnails though, you have to be careful. You have to be careful not to put anything on that lower right, because that's where the timestamp is. So if you're putting words under there, if you're putting like a picture under there and nobody can see it, then that part was useless, you know. So you gotta try to like customize your thumbnail around that timestamp that be on the right corner. Like what I do is I just don't put anything at all down there. Like that picture, I'll make it smaller and make it more up, put it more up and smaller, so that the timestamp doesn't go on it, you know. So click apply, you click next, and then you click save, and it will save it to your photos. So that's pretty much how I make my thumbnails, you guys. It is so easy, okay? This is so easy. I know like there's more that I need to learn and stuff with thumbnails. When I make my thumbnails, I don't make the words too long, because the shorter the words and simple and cut to the chase it is, the better it is. So you don't want like this whole freaking paragraph in your thumbnail for people that don't care, because they'll just pass right through your thumbnail. They'll pass right through the video, and the thumbnail is the most important part of YouTube, of your videos, because they don't see your actual video yet, they see your thumbnail. So if your thumbnail isn't looking right, then they're not going to click on the video, and that's subscribers or even viewers that you're losing. So you want to make the words short and cut to the chase. So I put long lasting quick weave. My title of my video was how to make your quick weave last longer, right? So I'm not gonna put all of that into the thumbnail. That's way too much for people to read, and that's too much going on in the thumbnail. So that's another thing. You don't want too much going on at a time. Don't add all these emojis and all these words, and you know, make it more clean and easy to read and easy to see. So instead of putting how to make your quick weave last longer, that's way too long for it to be in the thumbnail, I just put long lasting quick weave. And I cut it short and right to the chase, and I fit it right up there on the right side. And then I add that picture to show more of what's going on in the video, so it'll make people even want to click even more. And you guys saw I made it like into that little circle, and then I put it under the words, and I didn't put it close to the right side, because like I said, the timestamp is over there, so you don't want to put anything near there, because people won't be able to see it, and that's not good either. So that's pretty much how I make my thumbnails. You don't need it to be all this crazy stuff. Like, it's really that simple and all that. And yeah, so yeah. Anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys turn your post notifications to notify every single time your girl uploads her videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Ooh, child. Excuse me. Y'all been looking at that jello for a minute. Bye guys.